So to play Californication, we need to know 6 chords. First one being A minor. To play A minor, we put our second finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, third finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, first finger, 1st fret of the B string, and we play 5 out of 6 strings. We don't play the top E or the low E. That's A minor. Then we need to play an F. First finger goes on the 1st fret of the low E, third finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, fourth finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and second finger, 2nd fret of the G string. And we only need to play the low 4 strings, so E, A, D, and G. C chord. Third finger goes on the 3rd fret of the A string, second finger on the 2nd fret of the D, first finger, 1st fret of the C, and we play all the strings except the low E. That's our C chord. G, second finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then our third finger goes all the way down to the high E string, on the 3rd fret, and we play all 6 strings. D minor, second finger, 2nd fret of the G, third finger, 3rd fret of the B, and first finger, 1st fret of the high E string, and we play 4 strings from the D down. That's D minor. And finally F major 7. Third finger, 3rd fret of the D string, second finger, 2nd fret of the G, first finger, 1st fret of the C, and we play again like the D minor, just the bottom 4 strings, and make sure you get that open E string. That's F major 7. Okay, moving on to the verse. What we need to do is essentially play an A minor, but we're going to start off by lifting our first finger off the A minor, and we're going to play the open A string, then the D string, then the open B, and then we put our finger down on the 1st fret of the B string. Then we play an F chord, but like the A minor, we're going to take a finger off. This time it's going to be our 2nd finger. And we're going to play the E string, the A string, the open G, and then we're going to put our 2nd finger down on the 2nd fret of that G string. Moving on to the second line, we're going to grab a C chord, and we're going to play the A string, D, the high E, and the B string. Next we're going to play a G chord, but instead of playing that shape that I showed you at the start, we're going to replace our 2nd and 1st finger with our 3rd and 2nd. So our 3rd is going to be on the 3rd fret of the low E, and our 2nd is going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string, and we're not going to put any other fingers down. And we're going to play the low E, the A string, and then the B and the G. So that first bar of the second line, then the next bar we play an F again, but we just keep all our fingers down, and we play the low E, the A, the G, and the D string. And finally we play a D minor chord, and we play the open D, the G string, and then the B and E strings together. So that last bar, moving on to the pre-chorus, we're going to be strumming chords now. So we're going to start with an A minor chord, and for 1 bar we're going to strum like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to an F major 7 chord and do the exact same strumming: 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to play that progression of A minor and F major 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, F major. 2, 3, 4. Then we get to the chorus. The strumming's a bit easier here. There's more chords but easier strumming. We've got a C chord for 2 strums, then a G chord for 2 strums, a D minor for 2 strums, A minor for 2 strums, C for 2 strums, G for 2 strums but quickly, and then a D minor. Now the way it's written is you only play it once, but because we're repeating this line, the first time round you add a few more strums in, so it goes like this. And then we repeat it. C, G, D minor, A minor, C, G, D minor. And that is how you play Californication by the Red Hot Chilli Peppers.